Namaskar ja tervetuloa kuuntelemaan Ananda Sevan podcastia, jossa lähestymme joogaa, meditaatiota ja henkistä elämää vaihtuvien vieraiden ja heidän tarinoidensa kautta. Tällä kertaa minulla oli ilo jutella itseänsä maailman onnellisimmaksi mieheksi tituleeraavan James Cormierin kanssa. Hän on yksi Suomen Ananda Sevan alkuperäisistä jäsenistä, meditaatio-opettaja ja pitkän matkaa henkistä tietä kulkenut veijari.
So, I'm here with James Cormier, whose spiritual name is Gopala. How are you?
I am feeling really good. Nice to be talking with you.
Could you give the listeners a brief introduction of who you are? Maybe if you want to share what you do and how your journey with Ananda Seva started.
Okay. I am the happiest man alive, although I'm sure there's many brothers and sisters who are equally happy. And Ananda Seva is has been very, very important for me. I'll give a little bit of life history that in the 1960s, when the Beatles were becoming very popular, and they had a guru and were talking about spirituality, I became interested, and I was so fortunate. One day my mother came to me and she said, "Oh, I've read something about meditation and yoga, and it sounds pretty good and it might help you at school. Would you like to try their teaching?" So I was very excited and said, yes, I would like to learn meditation. And so that happened, and years went by of me being happy with the meditation, and then I felt I wanted to explore a little more, maybe find some little bit different system, and that can help me develop more quickly. And so I searched a little bit, but I was really waiting for something to come to me. When the student is ready, the teacher or the guru will come, they say. And a few years went by and I hadn't been finding it, and I was feeling a little bit almost desperate, because I was very sure I was going to find this essence, this wonderful thing. And finally it came in a rather interesting way, which is too long of a story now to tell. But I was initiated into the style of meditation that I'm still doing, and it was way back in 1979 when I learned this new method of meditation and the yoga that comes with it. And it was instant recognition that when I was taught it, it was like, this is what I've been looking for. And that's why I say I'm the luckiest and happiest man around, because I finally got the treasure. But I felt that the meditation was for me, but the guru who was behind it I rejected. And I'm so sorry, but there was something that, I don't like this guru. He doesn't look like I would like him to look, and he's a little bit bald, and wears the nice guru's gray hair. Kind of silly. But the next day after I was taught the meditation, I was practicing it, and then while I was practicing it, then this guru in my mind or whatever, when my eyes were closed, I could see this guru coming close, and a big smile came over his face, and he was saying, I was called Jim in those days. He says, "Oh, Jim, I'm so happy that you have come. I'm so happy. You can't know how happy I am that you have come. And I was thinking, no, I've rejected you. This is, go away, go away. I'm so happy that you've come. I'm so happy that you've come. And then it kind of opened my heart a little bit. A little tears were coming down my cheeks, and it was strange because I'm a man and men don't cry, So these tears and this little opening of the heart, it grew more and more, and the meditations went deeper and deeper and more fulfilling. So this was something very, very wonderful. And now I'm associated with Ananda Seva, Ananda, bliss, Seva, service. And it also came to me in a very beautiful way. I had reached a stage where I wanted to become a meditation teacher, an instructor of yoga. And it became available to me through the Ananda Seva, the American Ananda Seva organization. And I wanted the training, and it takes some time, can take a year or so to become trained. And so that was happening, and my wife also was interested in the same thing and wanting to become a so-called acharya, meditation teacher. And so we took that training and have lived happily ever after. Always lots of struggles. We've had a very, very good life, very creative life, and so on. And it has been a very big grace to be able to teach meditation to people, to be able to help them, to guide them, to give them a little hints of, move a little bit that way or a little bit that way, or bring a thought of stillness into the mind where one can really feel the benefit from it. And I talked about the guru in this, and sometimes the word guru is looked at in a positive way. Sometimes there's some problems or negativity. But to really know the guru, it takes time, because I was trying to reject in the beginning, and he was opening my heart. And guru is beyond, it's not just some man from India who's, highly developed and so on like that. There's some deeper things that happen. And I didn't, why I was rejecting the guru in the beginning was that I didn't know enough. I didn't have enough spiritual experience. And I'm sure in past lifetimes there was spirituality was something that I had not completed, or only had a light dusting of spirituality in my life. And it took a long time to really understand the guru that was behind my development. One little story was that this guru was still in physical form, and Sri Ananda Murti was the name. And I went with some friends from our home in Western Canada, down all through the United States, and over to Jamaica, where Sri Ananda Murti was coming to have an event there. And while I was waiting for him there, I was reading a book about how to improve your eyesight by Aldous Huxley. Some of you may know. And so I was reading that book, laying on my belly in a veranda, nice, tropical weather, and I then had an idea. Oh, I will give this book to my guru, and then his eyesight will improve, and he won't need to wear those ugly glasses that he wears. This is one of the reasons I had rejected him in the beginning. What does he need glasses for? He's supposed to be, highly spiritual and can fix everything and anything. And so I'm thinking, I'll give him this book, and then this will be a great gift for him. And then, when I had that thought, then the book which was in front of me became so sharp, so crystal clear. My vision was like 10 times, it was like supervision. Everything was so completely different to my general foggy kind of thing. And it lasted probably 20 seconds, and then it went back to normal. And I didn't understand it, but basically what it was is that it was a signal from this guru that that he knows these things, and there's a reason why his vision is not perfect and why he's wearing glasses. And it was kind of like he was saying, thank you, but it's not necessary. And so that made me think, goodness gracious, this is something special. And so many things happened over the years to bring me to a point where spirituality, doing meditation, is, I would like to say everything, but something like that. The feeling is that this explains everything, this helps with everything. And so I have been wanting to share it, help other people to have these experiences. And so being with Ananda Seva and having the capacity and the energy and the willingness and the wanting to help people on their spiritual journey. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't have to be a certain school, a certain guru. Every single person on this planet has potential to move forward spiritually. And I have energy, knowledge, and I'm so happy to also that the organization is an organization of like-minded people and good-hearted people that want to do something. So it's been a very rewarding life, and it's still continuing. It's not the end yet. So I'm a spiritualist, I'm a teacher. Those are the two main things. And I care. I really care. And I have found that, in the world, like the world we're living in now, and there's so much danger close to the borders, and we're recording this in free Finland.
Yeah.
And there are some things that were you can talking and some actions and so on. Sometimes there's just no way to change effectively things that aren't right. But we all know that there is a connectedness to the consciousness of all living beings, a subtle connectedness. And so if we are doing meditation, practicing meditation or similar exercises, that we can bring peace to our own mind, and that radiates to other people and their consciousness. And so it's a movement towards more compassion and light and wisdom. And I think that's one way we can change the world. We don't have to think, oh, I'm just some little person and there's nothing can be done because Putin is stubborn. But when we change our consciousness, and when many people change their consciousness, then it has a greater effect. And when I say changing our consciousness, it's what I'm talking about is a softness, a lessening of the vibrations that are active in our mind. It's quiet, stillness, 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 stillness. And I feel that it has quite a powerful effect, but when we're trying to change, massive things and that have been, building up over, the years and so on, it's difficult. But it's one way that we can make this world a better place, that more peaceful minds.
Have you seen this during your years of practice?
I have seen many people and talked to many people, and they all say, yeah, that, yeah, I can feel the change. Yeah, my life is changing. Yeah, what's important to me is higher things than what they were before. And people talk that, okay, yeah, I'm not so busy thinking about this, and this, that they have a peacefulness and a softness. But having peacefulness and softness doesn't mean that that you don't have, the power to make changes or the inspiration to make changes or fighting against what isn't right. Sometimes we need to stand up for what is right and not just say, peace, brother, peace, peace. You can say that, but sometimes some action is needed to make the world a better place.
Could you talk a little bit more about what personally guru means? It might not be such a familiar concept to all people listening, so Can you a little bit elaborate on that?
Yeah, generally speaking, guru isn't just somebody who has developed some spirituality. The true guru or essence is that there is a consciousness, cosmic consciousness that has created everything. Everything is inside it. And that's the guru. That's where all knowledge is. Past, present, future. And there are sometimes certain individuals who are so developed that through their consciousness comes the knowledge of the universe. And when one is connecting with such a personality, then one gets great clarity. And that when one is saying interfacing with individuals like that, then one should also not just believe everything, but things should ring of truth. And that happened to me with Sri Ananda Murti, and I'm sure there's other good gurus, but one shouldn't just believe, believe this, believe this. No, but it has to ring of the truth, and you have to also weave your own intellect into that to analyze and say, okay, is what is being said here, is it sounding true, or is it sounding a little bit strange, and you're asked to believe things that don't really give that feeling of now I'm in truth. So the guru is the one who knows everything. And because we have consciousness, we can take our consciousness closer to that, the source of all this knowledge, and that's really what one of the things that's going on when one talks about meditation. You look for the truth and reject those things that don't ring true to you. That's very important. And I think too that there is no one way to meditate or the best way to meditate, follow our school of this and that. It can be good for certain people, and then other people who have different kind of karmatic background, they may need somebody else to help to guide them. But I have enjoyed meditating so much over the years, and the growth that comes, and the knowledge, and there's just so much there. Everything is there.
You mentioned before that you learned this meditation and the yoga that came along with it. Do you see the meditation as the yoga, or is the yoga something outside of the meditation? So maybe the question here is...
The Hatha Yoga is helpful in changing one's consciousness. It affects the glandular system and brings a balance there, and then that can lead to more emotional balance. And when there's more emotional balance, the mind is clearer, and it helps with the meditation, that there isn't so much blah blah blah. Oh, you stupid guy! You forgot to take the garbage out. Now your wife's mad, and so on. So I look at Hatha Yoga. The primary importance for me with the Hatha Yoga is this glandular balance and emotional balance, leading to deeper meditations. Of course, it's nice to have a healthy body, and the Hatha Yoga is also good at bringing more health into the physical. So it's good for the body. And Hatha Yoga, many people, I suppose, are just wanting to do the yoga because it makes you feel really good. Like I noticed that I was doing Hatha Yoga, still doing Hatha Yoga, but I would go through phases of doing twice a day, every day, a good 40 minutes or so of yoga, and then I would stop. And then again, I would start again, life circumstances and so on. But I felt that there was, when I'm doing regular yoga, my happiness factor or feeling is at least 10% higher than without the Hatha Yoga. And that's not just feeling good about the body, but the glandular system is more in balance. And so it, please do yoga. Well, I'm very happy too. I've been now a long time living in Finland. Used to be Canadian, kind of both. But don't remember where we were going with this.
I was asking about, of course, your experience of the yoga, but also, like, do you see, as in, is physical asana practice, is it meditation in itself, or is it preparation to meditation?
I think maybe both of those are true. It does help to with the meditation, but I think that one could look at it both ways. That, but for me, primarily, I do the yoga to get more stillness of the mind. So it's creating more stillness of the mind. So one could say that it is using physical body and certain stretches and compressions and expansions and so on to get the peace of mind. That's why I do it. Other people, then they're thinking more that this is, physical.
Yeah.
I'm not quite precisely answering your question.
No, it's all right. It's all right. This makes me interested in the evolution of your practice during the years. Like you mentioned, at some points you did 2 physical asana practice per day. Can you a little bit talk about your journey through the years? How has your practice changed from maybe where it started from to where it is now?
Yeah, I think there was a kind of a natural growth that I was doing a few asanas for many years, not so complex, not so many. I don't remember what the basic ones that I was doing, probably cobra and head to toes and some more simple ones. And then over the years, having gone to yoga classes and have done yoga with people who know yoga, like I'm talking quite a lot long ago, but little by little more came in. And then when I trained to be a meditation teacher, also there was included in that there was classes on how to do yoga postures, more of them, and how to teach them also, how to help the students move forward. I'm very happy that yoga is now very much accepted in many places, and especially here in Finland. That some years ago there just wasn't much yoga around. There was a little bit and so on, and now, just yoga here, yoga there, yoga everywhere. We have this Fransla Hyvinvointikeskus, and there's so many yoga classes, and there's also meditation classes and spirituality and So it's so accepted, and so many people are benefiting so much from the yogas.
Yeah.
Lovely.
This makes me curious. Did you, when yoga was not so popular yet, did you get resistance from somewhere, or was it like you said, because you said before that now it's widely accepted in a way? Was there a time that it was not, and did you have to do asanas in the basement?
We went to the forest to do it.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
Always looking over the shoulder. Anybody hunting us? No, it wasn't so bad, but it just wasn't popular. It wasn't being utilized. There was a little bit of friction at some point. People, for our Hyvinvointikeskus, that some people were thinking maybe there's some something that isn't good, but most people accepted it. But what I was more referring to was that it hadn't become popularized. It wasn't the majority of people didn't know anything about it really. But here in Finland, they're skiing. It doesn't do all the same things yoga does, but how lovely that skiing is something that most people do.
Yeah, it can definitely.
Breathing fresh air and getting exercise and balance and going skiing together, having family kind of connections or friend connections. Lovely, very positive.
How about challenges on the yogic path? Can you share some that you might have had?
Well, about this rejecting the guru in the beginning, that it was due to a lack of experience, which is okay, and that sometimes the learning process is interesting in that one doesn't have enough experience to understand something very well, and even if one wants to understand, sometimes you need to have a line of different experiences that bring you to the place where you can understand more deeply, or understand some specific thing that is blocking you from knowledge or experiencing and so on. So things like that can happen. People get into blockages, or they come into some kind of disappointment, and that affects their progress. Mm. Yeah. But Ananda Murti, how very nice of him, said that the future is bright, and not to be living in the past. People have had so many, traumas and difficult things, and when going through their life, and the idea is maybe you learn from them, but don't dwell on them. And I believe the future is bright. And now I can hear people say, "Oh yeah, well, look what's happening in the world now. How can you say the future is bright?" But I think that Ananda Murti had such high consciousness that seeing into the future wasn't a problem.
What do you see in the future in terms of your own practice? Where is it going?
It's going to love. When I first started meditation, it was just fixing me, and but not and some. Like I explained, the opening of the heart when the guru was saying, "I'm so glad you have come." But and there's a mantra that we sometimes sing, Bhavanam Kevalam, and it's really saying that love is the base of the universe. Again, I can hear naysayers saying, "Oh, yeah, there's horrible things happening in the universe," but things are moving towards goodness and highness, and and love is a very interesting thing. We experience it and really feel good about it. And basically, I think that love is about being able to come close, if it's love between people, being able to come close to somebody and what happiness that brings, like first you're, just looking at somebody, say if it's a growing love, you're looking at somebody and there's some kind of vibration there that feels good, and then you do things so you can come closer. Maybe you get to hold somebody's hand, and my God, it's amazing. And then maybe even there comes a moment of kissing and so on. But coming closer to a person, and acts of love are things that you do so that you can be closer. If you ask people what's most important to you, a lot of them will say love. And so it's like really in our soul, the love is what we're looking for, and what are we, and who. And so when we can move forward in loving the creator of the universe, this divinity, it's like finding what we're looking for in other people. We want to be loved, we want to love, and I want to find somebody, or I have somebody, and we're really, really close. And a lot of the time that love is based on similar vibrations, life experiences or former life experiences, that you find, I can be close to this person. It's just automatic. Oh, wow, yeah, and da-da-da-da-da, let's talk, and okay, let's get married maybe, or something, and that. But sometimes, because it's based on similar vibrations, the vibrations change. You live with somebody, and years go by, and then different interests, and the vibration changes, and then sometimes it gets to a point where the feeling of closeness is no longer there, and then there's a potentiality for breaking apart. But when, as a spiritualist, one is cultivating love, that we want to be close, so we want to be close to the divinity. The divinity has the same wish or feeling, and so when we do our meditation, this is what everybody should understand, that we want to be close. Who can we be close to that isn't going to change on us? And that's the divinity, the subtle part of the divinity that is observing and not in vibrational form. And so we can give love to the divinity, and we can receive it, open ourselves to receive it. And that never gets sour, that never gets old. I've been meditating probably 50 years, and so I have the experience. I know, and I've talked to numerous people about this love being a primary aspect of the meditation. So it's nice to spend some time with the divinity, thinking and the feelings that come and so on. And that takes us closer and closer to the final destination, according to yogic philosophy and theory, that we have come from the divinity, we're going back to the divinity, and the meditation tools are the things that can help us flow in that direction. And then also from meditation one starts to see people a little differently. It's not just emotional relationship or intellectual relationship or family relationship, that when one starts to look deeper into people, the meditation practices help us that we see the soul or the deepest essence of the person. And then our relationships can be based more on that, spiritual relationships, what one would call it. And it doesn't need a great spiritualist, it's just people thinking like that and moving in that direction. Then we can have long-lasting, especially like marital relations and those type of relations, that if one is seeing the soul of the person, and if they're able to, both be part of this, then the relationship is even larger, not just emotional, intellectual, family, that there's a spiritual aspect. And so one builds that, and the other ones, the connection is there, good or bad, or upside down, or the right way around. But to include the spiritual relationship is a very beautiful thing to do, and it's based on kind of a clearing of consciousness, so that one can see the soul-to-soul contact, not smile to smile or like that. So that is something very special. And when one makes one's meditation acts of love to the divinity, then it's really special and fulfilling.
During your years of meditation, have you felt that the love has always been there, and through practice and meditation you just uncovered it, or was it something that you had to build?
I think that it's when they're the love is deeply embedded. It's what our souls are made from. Our souls, I'm talking about deep inner consciousness, but people are more familiar with the term soul. That it's there, and one doesn't feel it or find it until one clears away so much surface stuff, in the intellect and in the emotional realm. There's just so much from life experiences, crisis and wars, and so many vibrations and memories and so on. And so it's a kind of a purification or a cleansing, and that's what meditation is doing. Meditation opens us up to finding the love that's within, and helping other people to find that. And
Before we finish off, I have 2 more questions.
Please.
Maybe a bit on the funny side, but
Okay.
ask anyway. So if you would have the option or the possibility of hosting a dinner party with any 3 people from any time, from any place in the world that are alive, who would you invite and what would you discuss?
My wife, and we would discuss plans for the future. Sorry to disappoint you there. No, I'm not sorry whatsoever.
No, I'm not disappointed either. That's beautiful. And my last question is, people may be listening and just starting out on their meditation and yoga journey. What would be the advice you wished you were given somewhat 50 years ago when you took your first steps on this path that you're still on?
I would recommend to people to be open to the meditation or the spiritual growth. Be open to it coming to you. And if you are active and exploring meditation, spirituality, exercises, whatever it is, that to explore, get the to know more, like I was rejecting in like for me when I learned this style of meditation, it was that this is exactly what I was looking for, just immediately I knew it, but I was rejecting the guru. And I think the thing is that when you find or exploring and looking for this, then don't be satisfied with second best. Like it should feel that you found your treasure. Now I found it. But you need a little time. Sometimes, for me it was instantaneous, but for other people it could be a process. It was like, yeah, well, actually it was instantaneous, but also rejecting the guru was, it took me time. And the guru was very patient with me, little by little. So, but find the methodology that touches you and you feel that you have your treasure. You don't need to search anymore. I wish for everybody that experience. The absolute surety that this is what deep inside their soul has been looking for.
Thank you, Gopala. Namaskar.
Namaskar. And thank you.